And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowder. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. He'll get this to about the 38. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Come on, set. Clock 40. Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Love now. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. and 10. At the 39.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
38.
Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Black, let's go. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Love to throw for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
45. White. Ready.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
You blue. White. Ready.
Throwing. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Here we go. Yellow, claws red.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Black, smack, red. Red, yellow. Plastic, stick. Stick, mega. Blue striker. Tag.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try to do it himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Love throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Crowder. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you talk about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw McCarthy. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Roster, 6, 33, yellow. Blue.
Love looking to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Red, cycle. Black, red. Slide blue.
Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Packers.
Down. Ready?
Love from the gun. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Packers 21. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now McCarthy having only 4 seconds on the clock. Time likely for just one snap of the football. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Yellow. Drill green.
Operating from the gun. Love. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Check smash.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Crowder. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Here we go. Blue striking. Red, 38. Ready?
Another try after the first down sack. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
17.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Right blue.
From the gun on third down. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Black 40.
Looking to throw. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue. Set.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here comes third and the length of the football.
52 Blackfoot. Set. Ready. Yellow. 22. Sharp. 17. Ready.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Love. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
2 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
The Vikings will
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Packers take over first and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Down. Red. Cycle. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
40. Blue striker. Blaster, 6. Eagle blue. Red, yellow. Black shot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
To the air with McCarthy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Williams loses the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the challenge, not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
30, red, cycle. Ready?
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and they'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Crowder. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On play action, McCarthy. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Putting close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down, Packers.
Love now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing. Love. Quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Love to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the Vikings, first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 31 yards. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. Love, they go play action now. He's got him in, complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there, because they've been run ragged throughout.
Black shot. Red, yellow. Blaster, 6. Clawed red. Hut.
One last shot now for Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And as this defense walks